Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now as you can see, I don't have a watch review for you today, but I do have something I've been wanting to talk about for gosh, 6 months now, and I've been meaning to make a video about it, so here it is. Now here's the question. Are special and limited edition watches worth the money? So if you have just a normal edition of a watch, and there's a special or limited edition of that watch or a different colorway that's 5, 6, 10 times the normal price, would you be willing to pay that premium for just a different colorway of your watch? And to me, I think it's absolutely insane to spend that much money for the same watch, same features and functions, just a different color. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got a few watches in front of me, and some of these have super rare, special, and limited edition versions of these watches. Some watches are just a different colorway and they're not a special or limited edition version. They just have a different color. And some of these came out, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and people are still buying them at these huge premiums. Now, what I'll do before I actually get into the watches, on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm gonna go ahead and put all of the different sources that I used to find these prices. Probably the best one to me personally, it's probably shopping in Japan. They're a great resource for all the super rare JDM versions of watches. If you go under either the Citizen, Orient, Seiko, or Casio sections, especially the Seiko section, if you go down to the bottom, it'll say Seiko Limited Thailand, and that will show you all the super rare, special, and limited edition watches Seiko puts out just in Thailand. And like I said, these things can cost thousands of dollars above and beyond the normal price of the watch that you're looking at. So that's a great resource. The next one is probably, I don't know how you pronounce this, Rakuten Global Market. Again, another great resource for watches that come from all over the place, but especially from Japan and Asia. And they have some of the rarest watches that I've seen so far in my search for the super rare and limited edition and special edition watches. They have one on here, guys, that's almost $10,000, and I'll show it to you here in a little bit. My jaw just dropped when I saw this thing. The next one is obviously eBay. eBay is great for kind of sniffing out super rare, limited and special edition watches. And last but not least is probably G Central. G Central is a great resource to look up just about every version of every G-Shock ever made. And they also have links to Amazon and eBay embedded in the description of the watch that you're looking at. So another fantastic resource to look up, all these watches that you just have been lusting after for years. So I guess let's start with the Rangeman here. And I'll explain why the dice are down there, by the way, here in just a second. The Rangeman, I got this one about 4 years ago, about 200 bucks. And the rarest Rangeman that I could find, I'll go ahead and put it on the left-hand side of the screen, is the yellow 30th anniversary lightning yellow, and it is model number GW9430EJ-9JR. And that one, like I said, is the rarest I could find. And like I said, a normal Rangeman like this one, a normal one's about $180 to $200, something like that. Now, another really rare version of this one just came out. It's not really rare now, it's just expensive. And that is, there's actually two of them, and I'll go put it up on the left-hand side of the screen. That is the Love the Sea and Earth 2017 Earth Watch. And that's model number GW-9403KJ-9JR. And then the next one is a green, I think this is a green Love the Sea and Earth, I believe. Let me see. Yep. This is the 2015. I'll go ahead and put that up too. This is the 2015 Love the Sea and Earth, and this is model number GW-9401KJ-3JR. So, I mean, you get a translucent case with these, but the watch itself is just your normal Rangeman. So, guys, is it worth it? I mean, I just don't think it is. But like I said, to some of y'all, it might be. And absolutely, if you got the money, go out there and get one. I mean, no doubt they're very cool. All those different colorways are very cool. It's also, really neat to know that you own a watch that nobody else that or a lot of other people will know even have. Actually, I just found one more. All right, this is the Kobe City Fire Bureau Rangeman, and this is model number GW-9400FBJ-4JR. And guess what this one's going for? Good Lord. This one's going for $1,300. Now, of course, all these prices fluctuate depending on the availability of the watch, depending on if people are actually selling them or if they're just sitting on them. So anyway, there's the Rangeman. Now, the watch I don't have in front of me that's also insanely expensive, there's a Frogman. And let me look these up and show you. All right, guys, I'm back. I found some really, really rare Frogmans for you as well. There's one, it's the Titanium Ruby Limited Edition, and I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you. There's a guy on eBay asking 13 grand for this thing. I'm not quite sure what makes this one so special. I don't know because it's made out of titanium or what the deal is, or if this guy is just smoking something, asking, asking that much money. But probably two of the most realistic super rare ones are the 30th anniversary lightning yellow, and I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you. And that's model number GWF-T1030E-9, and that looks like it's going for about $6,000. And there's another one even more expensive than that, and I think that is the, yeah, that is the GWF excuse me, -1, excuse me, GWF-1000TM-4JR Takashi Murakami 40th Anniversary Frogman. This came out in 2010, and that's got the like the translucent red jelly case to it, and there were only 300 made. I believe this was to commemorate a radio station in Japan or something like that. Now, the retail price when this came out was $3,700. All right, let's take a look at the Sumo, one of my absolute favorite watches. I love this watch, and this one also comes in multiple different colorways. Exact same watch, exact same movement. It's just a different color. So for that, let's go ahead and head over to shopping in Japan. Let's go to Seiko, and let's go under Sumo. Let's find Sumo here. 9, 10, 11, about 12 different versions of this one. Looks like they have a orange SBDC 005 for about $1,400. I'll go ahead and put that on the left-hand side of the screen for you. And I'm sure they have one of the Zenbeis. Let me see. They have a green version, the Emerald Jade. Let's see. Do they even have a Zenbei? I'd be kind of surprised if they didn't have a Zenbei. I know they got to have a Zenbei. Let's take a look here. Yep, Zenbei, $1,300. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you. That is the SPB055J. Of course, that's a limited edition. Came out of Thailand. Some people call it the Joker. Some people call it the Zenbei. Some people call it the Zombie because it looks like kind of zombie-ish colors. But there's another one. So there's, you know, the Seiko Sumo. Again, another watch with tons of different versions, tons of different colorways, but the watch itself is the exact same. So there is the Sumo. Let's take a look at, and y'all know there are a ton of different colorways, limited and special editions of the Seiko Turtle. And this happens to be one of them. This is the Patty. Well, it's a special edition. The difference between special edition and limited edition. Special edition means it's just special. It's a different colorway, something a little bit special about it, but there's not a limit on the production of the watch. Limited edition means they're only gonna make, you know, 1,200, 1,300, 900, whatever of the watch itself. And this is a special edition as denoted on the case back. I don't know if you can probably see that or not with the glare. Yeah, right under the word Seiko. See, it says special edition right there. So this one comes in a ton of different colors too. So again, we're gonna head on over to shopping in Japan. And let's take a look and see what versions of this are out there. Like the Blue Lagoon, I'll go ahead and put that up on the left-hand side of the screen for you. And that is model number SRPB11K1. Let's see what they're asking for that. And there's another super rare one that I'm thinking about getting, possibly, if I win the lottery. Let's take a look at that one. All right. So yeah, the Blue Lagoon, that's going for $1,300 on eBay. So guys, I mean, it's just one of those things. Is it worth it to you? I mean, is it really worth all that extra money for a different colorway? I mean, some people it is, absolutely. The last Sumo I want to tell you about is the Zimbei version, which is kind of like the all gray. This is one of my absolute favorite looking watches of all time. And I'll put that on the left-hand side of the screen for you. That's the SRPA 19K1. Let's see what Rakuten has this for, if they even have it. See what Rakuten Global Market has it for. They don't have it. They don't have it on their site. So let's check out shopping in Japan. They're sold out. So let's go ahead and check out eBay. See what eBay has it for. Oh man, there are none on eBay. Wow, I'm really, really shocked. There are none on eBay. I'm surprised. When I did the review of this Patty, I actually included a picture of the Zimbei turtle in the review. So there you go. So there you go. So there are some, limited and special edition Seiko turtles. What else? Now this Citizen ProMaster, this isn't a special limited edition. This is just a colorway that's not available in the United States. This is for the European market only. I know that because I actually sent this to Citizen. It had a little piece of lint stuck to one of the indexes. I know I'm really anal. But it had a little tiny piece of lint or hair or something stuck underneath, I think it was the 9 o'clock index. Anyway, I sent it to Citizen's service shop, and they removed it for me free of charge, shockingly. But on the return invoice, it said non-US model. So it's one of my unicorn watches. I love this thing. I think I spent like $20 or $30 over what you would normally pay for a ProMaster, for an automatic ProMaster. And to me, the Sunburst dial is absolutely worth every penny. I love this watch. I will never sell it. Well, I don't want to say that. I might sell it. Who knows? For the right price. But it'd have to be a lot of money. But you can get these on eBay for like $250 right now. And most of them come from Germany or Italy, I believe. So to me, a $20 or $30 premium for a different colorway or a special limited edition, I think that's worth it, to have something a little bit more unique than just the regular watch. So there's the ProMaster. And finally, let's talk about another ProMaster, not a special or limited edition, but I got this when it came out on the stainless steel bracelet. If you try to find this on Amazon now on a stainless steel bracelet, you're going to be hard pressed to do it. So let's go ahead and let's see what this on a stainless steel bracelet is going for. And I can't remember the model number of this one off the top of my head. I'll go ahead and put it up on the screen for you. And let's see what we can find so far as this one goes. All right, guys, I found it. Now, this is the model number BN0156-56E, and that denotes that it comes on the stainless steel bracelet. I think I paid $300 for it back, I don't know, gosh, in 2015, I believe. Anyway, I have a review, and I'll put all of this. If I have a review of the watch, any of the watches that I've shown you today, I'll put that in the description field as well. But I think I paid $300 for it. Now it's going for $350 or $400 on eBay. Let me see if you can get it on Amazon. I don't think it's even available on Amazon. Let's see here. Let's see what Amazon says. Yeah, they only have the black dial or the blue dial version, and those are about $160. So, and the reason why I love this one is because of the bracelet. I love this bracelet. You got your diver's extension built into the bracelet in a kind of a different way. Just like that. There you go. I love it. Instead of having like a foldable bracelet extension like a lot of dive watches do, you just go like that and it expands. And it's got the machined scissor clasp right here. So there you go. That's the reason why I like this bracelet. The machined scissor clasp and the built-in dive extension. This thing's got some scuffs on it too. Just a fantastic watch. This is in my top 3 watches of all time. I love this thing. And what I might do is I might get the blue version and then see if I can find an OEM bracelet for it and slap it on an OEM stainless steel bracelet. So I have a feeling this bracelet itself would be like $150. So anyway, guys, that's really about it. I want to tell you about these dice while I'm, talking about it. These dice are actually legitimate Vegas dice. I think these were used. And the neat thing about these die, I guess is what you call them, is that each side weighs the exact same. So notice when you drop these things, and let me show you. When you drop them, they drop flat on the table and don't move at all. See how they just drop immediately? And that's because they weigh they each weigh the same exact amount. So even though there are different dots and different amounts of fill on each side weighs the same, and they're perfectly flat. So for instance, you've got this number 1, right? This number 1 has as much die, I guess, ink in it as the number 6 on the opposite side. So each one of these numbers, these little dots, is extremely thin, and this one big dot is the exact same amount of fill as all 6 of these dots. That's why these dots, that's why these die, when you drop them, they stop like that. Really, really cool. Anyway, the reason why I brought these out was to say that when you're buying one of these special or limited edition watches, you're really rolling the dice so far as how much it's going to be worth down the road. Like I thought my Patty version right here was going to be worth an absolute ton of money. I thought it was going to be worth $600 or $700, and these things are selling for $330. Now, of course, when you can't buy them anymore, they're going to, go up in value a little bit. But because this is a special edition and not a limited edition where there's a limited number made, they could keep making these for conceivably years, and the watch will never be worth anything. But, I like the colorway. I like the dial. I just thought it was a really good looking turtle. And I need to get another turtle, by the way. I really want to get another colorway. Maybe the Batman or something else. But anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you all about. And I really do want your opinions of what you think of special and limited edition watches and watches with different colorways, and whether y'all think it's worth it. And tell me if you have bought a watch that either you were super happy with and it was a colorway or a special limited edition that was, 5 or 6 times the normal watch, and either you're happy with your purchase or you regret doing it. I would love to know everybody's story that has one about a special or limited edition watch or a watch with just a very unique colorway. So let me know. And guys, that's really been about it for this. What else I want to tell you? That's it. Again, also make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches I've reviewed on this channel. Make sure you visit my Teespring merch store. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for both of those for you. Also, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you click that notification bell. I've got some fantastic micro brands coming up. I've been a little Casio crazy here the last couple weeks. They just got a whole bunch of new stuff coming in, and I've done a lot of Casio reviews for some reason. So I need to kind of, take a Casio break. I need a little bit of rehab or something to get off Casio. So anyway, I've got a whole bunch of new micro brands coming up that I think you're going to like. Some other well-known brands as well. So I've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up. Until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.